What's up, y'all? So, Marcellus Wiley, he decided to react to Joe Taylor getting fired. So, let's check out exactly what he had to say. Check this clip out.
They start giving me these bad offers. I was like, ugh. Unbeknownst to me, that this lawsuit was going to come. And then that opened up everything in my mind. Because it now started to make sense. So here we go. Here's the real. The whole allegations against Joy Taylor and Charlie Dixon, real or fake, because I'm not going to do the courtroom. I'm just telling you there's real receipts out there that says, hey, that was real. And the most real receipt is Charlie, when the first lawsuit hit, they put him on administrative leave. Second lawsuit hit, they let him go. Then I knew, people were telling me, Joy ain't long for this. They're going to get rid of Joy. And I was like, okay, so that must mean she's guilty. It was like, it's not even that deep. Guilty or not, we can't have her just hanging out here, having all of that cloud of allegation just in this building. Because other people were named in that lawsuit, not even as defendants. Y'all go through it. From Eric Shanks on down. So they're like, Joy got to go. But ain't this up? So Joy got to go. And everything that Charlie touched or didn't touch, I'm talking about in terms of shows, not just people. Y'all stupid. Everything had to go. So think about it. They ain't touching Colin. Colin's too great at what he does. He's his own industry. Colin's so gangster. Colin started a network on a network. They got so mad at Colin, they told him he couldn't promote his own volume on there. And he was like, all right. So guess what he started doing? He just started grabbing highlights and clips that the volume had done because it became news, and that's the only way he could promote it. He never could go out his mouth and say, the volume. He just started saying, look at this clip. And it'd be Draymond on his show or podcast or whatever it may be. So that was some of the internal, they were pissed at Colin, but you can't do nothing to Colin. Colin a G. So they had to give in to Colin, even though they were like, you started a network. You started a competitor right here on our network. Anyway, and first things first, because that's their best show. I think the best show on TV, but whatever. Sports media is the best one. So they kept that. All right. So they're untouchable. And that was the show they were trying to offer me, but it wasn't a real offer. We'll do a video on that because it's not about me today. But Charlie Dixon. Oh, allegations with you and Joy Taylor. Now, they do their third-party investigations, they FBI internal, they do all that. So they already got receipts and notes on all this stuff. Everything that, Whitlock is told, because Whitlock was in the building, all these, rumors, they be keeping receipts, invoices on this, like, So when the allegations hit, they're like, how can we survive this with Charlie? We can't. Want to know why they can't? Not only did the hairstylist and all the reporter have their own receipts, you got to remember somebody else was a part of this. Joy was married. You ever want to talk to her ex-husband? I know people that have. You don't want to hear that, y'all. We don't want that deposition. She was engaged. Y'all want to talk to Errol Watson, anybody? So I'm not going to guilt to innocent. I'm just saying there's some real receipts out there that can make this story go. So they're like, we can't sit on Charlie. That grenade gonna blow up on us. So boom. This is the part that sucks. Because Charlie and Joy, allegedly, we got to get rid of both of them. Who else allegedly? Acho and Joy. So the crazy thing is, when I was working there, and Acho wasn't feeling me, but he was acting like he was, but then he's going to the boss, like every day to his house and all the time. We all used to go to his house here and there. I would go like every 6 months. Acho was going every day for like 6 weeks. Like, it's crazy. I was like, all right, go ahead, enjoy. Teacher's pet stuff. I was like, go ahead. If you take my job, it ain't my job, dog. That was my mindset. Like, I'm not about to go kiss or just talk to somebody unnecessarily just so I can keep the gig. I wasn't going to do that. Now, that ain't pride. It's just like, dog, I'm not going to be under your thumb. I'm 50 years old, dog. Like, if you don't like what I do, just tell me. So he did all that, but he...
Okay, so let me just stop this video in fast because, I want to know what y'all think about this. Leave a comment because I read all the comments that y'all leave under my videos. So leave a comment in the comment section because, personally, I think that Joy Taylor, she was getting ran through behind the scenes, and that is the reason why she was able to, advance in her career. So let's get back to the clip.
The streets, like I'm from LA, so it's satellites out here. People know me since 3rd grade. Everybody tell me, bartenders, waitresses, people out there like, yo, I seen your boy. I was like, okay. Yeah, I saw your boy with old girl. Talking about Acho and Joy. I was like, all right. He's like, they don't look like they just homies. I was like, all right. So they were basically trying to warn me, like, look, watch your. Then people in the building start saying, watch your Wiley. I was like, why? Pause. And I was like, why? And they were like, they come to get you. Now, there's some people on the air right now that told me that didn't get fired. So I'm just going to let them live. But they were like, here's the play. They got rid of Whitlock for Acho. They're gonna get rid of you for Joy. And that was the first time I was like, and then people tell me they kicking it, hanging, going out to dinners and stuff. I was like, but that's what Acho do. He politicking. I was like, all right, well. And then when they started giving me them bad offers and Charlie was my boy, I was like, dog. I was talking to Charlie. I was like, Charlie, why you ain't being straight up? What's cracking? I had to bring in some other people that Charlie respected and knew too. We had to have some real conversations. Wait a minute. Hold on, let me listen. Wait a second. Charlie, you took over for Jamie Horowitz. Charlie, Joy Taylor went from undisputed to Colin Cowherd to now taking over Speak for Yourself to make it speak, taking out Whitlock and Wiley, which were doing great. And then you got Acho in there with her. But then months later, they got to get away from each other and do their own shows. Now, they made it look like, oh, well, we're going to do our own shows because, we both talents and stars. Nah. It's because whatever those allegations were, it was getting sticky. It's getting sticky. Whether you want to say if they were boyfriend, girlfriend, or messing around, whatever they were doing, it wasn't as cool as it used to be. It sounds good when y'all planning and plotting and backstabbing, but it don't sound so good when you got to work with them every day and then all of a sudden you want to date somebody else and hang somewhere else or just be yourself. Because you were doing all that motivation just to climb the ladder. Then you get up there and you realize, I really don't need this food. I'm giggling. I'm like, woo.
What's up, y'all? So appreciate y'all for tapping into my channel. The clip on the show, y'all, that was Marcellus Wiley. And he was reacting to, the controversy surrounding Joy Taylor. And if you don't know, what happened is Joy Taylor, she was part of a lawsuit. Skip Bayless and Joy Taylor, and also the CEO of the marketing strategy team at the Fox building, Fox Sports. And this hairdresser, she decided to file a lawsuit, and she said that Joy Taylor admitted that she got ran through behind the scenes, and she had to do it in order to advance in the company. And the crazy part is the first. Fox Sports didn't say anything, but now they decided to not give her a contract extension, aka she's getting fired. So, they fired Charlie, and that is the guy that was, chopping down Joy Taylor, and now they fired Joy Taylor. And Marcellus Wiley reacted to this, and he basically said that he knew, and a lot of people knew, from, behind the scenes that Joy Taylor was getting ran through by Charlie, Charlie Dixon, and other people as well, Acho too, and that's how it is in LA. If you want to advance in the movie industry or music industry or whatever, most likely you're gonna have to do what Joy Taylor did. So let me know what you think about this. Make sure to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next videos.